Welcome to the Revenge of Podcast, your weekly podcast for all things Revenge of and more. My name is Jeff Iser, and joining me as always is Cole Braden.
Yellow.
And Joe Myers.
Howdy, howdy.
Excuse me while I pull this long blonde hair off of my coffee.
Where did that come
Good
from?
God.
What is that?
I mean, thanks for the coffee, but you didn't have to put a pube on it. Jesus.
It will be pubeless next time.
Thank you. What a busy month we've had, and an even busier couple weeks to come. You know?
Mm-hmm.
We have so much going on this weekend. Tomorrow, as in Friday, is our opening night of the Pinball Way Station, or
Hell
Revenge of
yeah.
2.0, as we call it, or Revenge of Echo Park, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know.
Little Ohio.
The other place over in Echo Park. It's right in. The address is 1816 Sunset Boulevard. Our hours are 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. We're open Wednesday through Sunday, and that's it. Starting Friday.
Cool.
What do you think about that?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm
already.
exhausted too. I don't know. I mean, we got new employees. We got a whole ass thing. This weekend we are celebrating the opening kind of casually, you know? It's a small space. We can't have like an event or anything, but we are doing pin golf on Sunday there. I believe we're doing from 3 to 7, pop in, play some pin golf and get the fuck out. Or stay and have some ice cream next door and some pizza and then come back and play some more.
Ooh,
I don't know.
McFluffies.
I know, it's good as hell.
It's really nice.
We both had ice cream cones the other night, and like I am very staunchly anti ice cream cone because I just think about it being kind of a mess and like getting on your hand, and then you're like stuck with no way to like wipe. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've had 2 now since we started loading in over there, and I might be converted.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
You know, because those ice cream cones are pretty compact and kind of spill proof a little bit and kind of delicious.
Yeah, they're fucking. I
They're really
love
good.
an ice cream cone.
Yeah, but you don't like mint chocolate chip, right?
It's all right. It's just like in small doses.
The mint chocolate chip that they got over there is real good because they've got like actual chocolate chips in it, and a frozen chocolate chip on its own is delicious. But when it's in like a minty ice cream, whew, I'll tell you what.
I think that's one of the flavors we got.
Yeah?
We did not get corn. I said I'm not doing that. I did try it though.
Yeah, they got a lot of vegan flavors over there too. If that's your steez.
And the lottery tickets.
Oh, and they also got lottery tickets.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
And I gotta say, I was kind of like on the tail end of the triple beam tip. I was like kind of like over it, but now that I've had it like fresh out the pizza oven, it's like it's way better.
It is way better. I had some the other day.
Yeah, it's like real good.
Yeah,
right
I
when
still
it's
shit
first
my
open.
pants, but
Yeah. It does. I don't know what they're using over there, but it makes us shit.
Oh, yeah? Is it dairy?
That can't be it.
No.
No. I think it's something in the flour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like a laxative in the flour.
But it's worth it.
Oh, hundo, 100%.
We were standing out in front of Triple Beam waiting for Jeff this morning. Kenzie was just holding the quarter sheets that I'm sure you saw later. And she was like, fuck it. And she just opened it, was like eating it. As we were waiting for Jeff, she was like, I don't even care. I'm just on Sunset Boulevard eating this truffle.
Some za.
Yeah, she walked in with it, with pizza in her mouth still. It was like, you want some pizza? I was like, nah, okay.
You didn't have any pizza?
Mm-mm.
What's wrong with you?
Already
She got that pep just for you.
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah.
She didn't say it was
She
just
was-
for me.
She was like, I got the pepperoni because Coral doesn't eat onions.
I'm
'Cause she's a-
allergic.
That's
You are not allergic.
That's how John found out, was because she was like, Coral can't eat onions.
I'm deathly allergic.
She's not allergic, people. We need to teach. You're telling me you wouldn't eat a Bloomin' onion? If there was a Bloomin' onion right in front of you, you would
Why
not
would
eat
I
it?
eat it? Why?
Because it's delicious.
It's
Is it
not.
texture? It's
just-
texture, right?
Yeah, I mean, like if you put like some onion powder on something, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said earlier, I'm allowed
What about a
to
cooked
decide.
onion?
No,
A raw onion?
no, I don't want to. No, what?
You'll eat pussy, but not onions?
I'll eat. Yeah.
That's
Jesus.
crazy.
How's that?
Jesus.
There, you
Both
can't get-
those things make your eyes water.
You can different ways. You can't compare the two.
Sure, why
Whatever.
not? But
They both have layers.
They do.
a bloomin' onion is one of the greatest inventions of mankind.
Uh-huh.
You know the onions they use are like gargantuan. They're like this big. It's like that. It's
Wow.
like the size of a head.
Are they genetically modified?
Yeah, they're like, and only Outback has
They're like
them.
the chickens at KFC.
Yeah, we did way back in the day, we did a show with like that top secret recipe guy.
Yeah.
And he did a Bloomin' Onion episode where he went to like the factory where they make the GMO onions that are like, they're seriously like gigantic. It's amazing.
That sounds awful.
No, it's the best.
That's
And what does it
disgusting.
have to do with Australia?
Outback Steakhouse or Bloomin' Onions?
Bloomin' Onions.
That I do not know. I'm not entirely versed in the history of the Bloomin' Onion. I just know a couple of fun facts, and I'm a champion of it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Spokesperson.
Yeah, the sauce alone,
The sauce. I'll fuck with the sauce.
you'll fuck with the sauce.
Yeah.
Would you just try like a piece? What about an onion ring? You don't like
No.
onion rings?
Mm-mm.
you
I'll
have a
take
ba-
the bread off of it.
Did you have a bad experience with an onion ring?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know.
Let's unpack this
Yeah, I'm
trauma.
just trying
Well,
to
I
re-
actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like you can't leave the table unless you finish
Yeah.
your vegetables and shit.
Sure.
Well, I think mine's with green beans though, so that's different. Like I don't fuck with green beans.
You don't like green beans?
No, because I remember it was like Christmas time.
Green beans are also delicious.
Yeah, but like my mom was like, you have to eat your fucking green beans or you won't see Santa.
Yeah.
And I
Wow.
was like, I can't do it. And it was
Wow.
it was a traumatizing
What about
thing.
green bean casserole?
That's disgusting. There's
I'm
onions on
not
that.
big on
Green bean casserole is kind of
either.
disgusting, but there's a time and a place.
I'd rather have like a pea. What's the pea salad one?
I don't know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
There's one
but
that's like peas, like
it's
cream
not-
peas. Type
it's not
deal, but
ambrosia, but it's like
Yeah.
I fuck with those.
No,
Yeah, that one's
edamame, is that a pea?
I think it is.
Edamame is
technically, isn't
basically
it?
green beans.
Or is it a bean?
No,
It's a bean.
green beans are like the soft.
Oh, they're so good.
Nah.
What about like not soft green beans? I feel like you just haven't had these things cooked properly. Maybe I should come over and teach Molly how to cook.
You know what's you know what? Fuck, she'll lose her shit for that. She was the first person that made me Brussels sprouts,
Yeah.
and it was like 2 years ago. I tried my first Brussels sprout.
And you were like, oh, these are
Yeah.
good.
Same thing with asparagus. Now I eat asparagus.
Really?
Yeah, there's growth there. It's just
Yeah.
and like take it slow.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just feel like a green bean is like, it's pretty good. Well,
don't think
a
so.
steamed green bean with seasoned salt, nice and crisp.
I don't like how they're soft though.
Yeah.
I'm just definitely allergic to.
You're not
onion.
allergic to onions. You're a bitch.
God.
Anyway, so bring Coral a Bloomin' Onion and we'll get this sorted out.
And we'll give you $5 in tokens.
And you get $5 in tokens for every Bloomin' Onion that comes in.
Outback Steakhouse is gonna be like, look at these fucking.
Oh my god, Bloomin' Onions.
they're gonna get them all delivery.
Yeah, a delivery Bloomin' Onion is not exactly where it's at. I'll tell you that much. But a fresh one, ooh,
Yeah. Okay.
it's real good. I'm not like crazy about an onion ring. We're gonna continue to talk about this because for me, a lot of times an onion ring, you bite it in the wrong way and the whole onion comes out. And nobody wants that. But a Bloomin' Onion, it's like an onion fry, So it's like whoop, you like yoink it out and then dip
Why can't I just have a fry?
because it doesn't have an onion inside of it.
That's the point.
Okay. Anyway, so what else we got going on? So this weekend's all about celebrating the opening of the 2.0. Revenge of 2.0. We're excited about that. I think we're having a little birthday tournament for somebody on Sunday. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see. I don't know. And then next week we're getting out for some other shits. We'll talk about that other shit next week. But that's all we got for this week. And last week, what did we miss? We had the Avatar tournament. Coral broke the trophy.
Yeah.
I
Way to
did
go,
not
Coral.
break.
Coral
Okay.
broke the trophy. Then she tried to fix it real poorly.
I work with what I got. That's
Yeah,
it.
sure. But that was fun. The Avatar tournament was fun. It was a good time. Whatever. So let's see. This week we're continuing our journey through spooky season movies. And last night I watched for the first time, and Joe watched for the first time, a little ditty called Sleepaway Camp.
Oh no, it's the John
Jesus.
Wick. It got replaced.
You did John Wick. What?
I spooked
My
you.
God. That's
I spooked you.
John Wick, Sleepaway Camp.
God.
Oh. Coral, I can see why this is your favorite movie.
No, I actually lied. I've never seen this before.
Really?
I thought that I did. I just remember like bits of the ending.
Yeah.
We'll go to that.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I got to start off by saying, yeah, I didn't hate it. I mean, it was like the acting was pretty bad, like at the beginning, and I was kind of like, oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. But like, the story was like progressed evenly and well, and I thought it was entertaining.
It's very campy.
It's very campy, obvious, like all puns intended.
Yeah.
And it was, it could have been a little bit gorier for me.
Yeah.
I would appreciate. But you know, for the most part, it was pretty good.
There's some kind of crazy impossible stuff that goes down.
For sure.
Yeah. It was really hard to write notes on this.
Really?
Yeah. I think a lot of it is just me bitching and complaining.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear 'em.
Okay. Well, do you want to tell everybody the gist?
So, okay, the premise is basically Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's and it came out 3 years after Friday the 13th.
Correct.
And it's basically a bunch of kids at a camp, and people are getting killed.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
Cool. How do you say Camp Arawak?
I don't know.
Our walk.
I don't think they say it.
They don't.
And that's what drives me nuts. I'm like, you can't even say it. Camp Arawak.
Our
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it opens up with this crash scene with the boat. What the fuck?
Why? That had nothing to do with anything. Now that I think about it.
I mean, yeah, sorta, but yeah.
What?
It did.
What?
At the end, we get a flashback.
That was the kids
was
and
her.
the parents. I
Yeah.
didn't even get that.
Yes.
I didn't get that.
Where you learn that that's pretty good.
Dad's.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah. What?
I missed all
shocked.
that.
Okay. Well, this is why you don't let women drive, you know.
I know she was looking ahead. She kept looking in front of her, and then her friend's like, "There's people, watch out!"
And she's like, what?
And she's like, "What?" And then she looks ahead again.
Which
Bitch, open your eyes.
they're like what, like 5 miles from them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
There's
she's
time to
like,
stop that
I
boat.
can't turn, and I'm just, why? I don't know. That was insane. The dad, I guess he died, but I thought he just got his arm sliced. It was weird. It was weird.
I
Dad
know.
died. Brother died.
There wasn't even blood in the water.
But you,
No, you just see.
excuse me,
What?
you only know that Dad and one of the kids died.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, you see like a chewed up floaty. And that's
Yeah.
about it.
And then you have the lover on the
Yeah.
beach going, John. I'm like,
Is
go.
that what that was?
Yeah.
Those two dudes. God,
What
right
the
over
right
your
hell?
head.
Were you watching this movie?
I was.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I thought I was.
I don't know. At the beginning of this, it was really frustrating because she just wouldn't stop screaming, and she's just in the water screaming like, "Help them! Help them!" And I'm like,
Yeah.
no one's doing anything, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I just need to mute you for a second.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a little long. I was like, okay.
yeah.
Help them! Help them! And
then-
it's just cuts of people like watching.
Watching, yeah, and she's just floating in there. I'm like, get out of the fucking water. Like, you help. You're just nothing
Yeah.
happened to you.
What are you doing?
And then we cut right over to the insane performance by the aunt.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, she was giving me like evil like Disney mom vibes.
Yeah,
How she
it
was
was
talking like a
She looked
fairy
like evil
tale.
Mary Poppins.
Yes.
It was like Mommy Dearest turned up to 11. She
Mama
was like-
Voorhees.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is happening? Like the beginning of this movie, like does not work.
It was, yeah, but they found a groove, I will say.
They
It was
certainly
just
did. Yeah.
Her talking and then like thinking, and looking over.
No.
Like, what are you doing over there? Who are you
What are you
looking-
talking
I
to?
tied my finger.
So I wouldn't
So
forget. See, it's
no
here.
Way
Huh?
that bitch is
No.
a doctor.
Right?
She said, I'm a doctor. I was like, no, you're not.
No, you're not, bitch.
She's on some good old lewds, though.
Yeah, and she sure is.
She's having a good time.
She's getting
Good time.
high on her own
She's
supply.
got a lobotomy or some shit.
But she's sending them off to camp. Angela's weird as fuck. I will say, Ricky's a good fucking cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Rick, yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
You know what Little Rick isn't? A
Huh.
good friend. But we'll get to that.
Yeah, really? Okay, yeah.
Uh,
We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So they get to the camp. These fucking kids running off of the bus, screaming
Yeah.
hysterically. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
They
And
don't
then-
give a shit at this camp.
They don't, and its camp fucking sucks. Honestly,
Yeah.
they're assholes. There's some. We'll still get into it because the cook, as they're watching the kids
Ooh.
run, he was like, "Oh yeah,
Look at that fresh
And I'm
chicken.
like,
I call those baldies.
Yeah.
Jesus. I know Jonah, we're like, whoa.
I was like,
What
immediately
the
we're
hell?
doing this.
And they're just going for it, and no one is like, "You're a sick fuck."
Yeah, everyone else is just like,
How'd this guy get a job?
yeah, whoa. Can you stop? Those are like 13, 12-year-olds. Like, what are you talking about?
What's it?
I mean, at the high end, some of those kids are not preteens even.
No, they're not. They're babies.
Yeah,
And
it's just fucked up.
And it only gets worse after that. Dude.
Yeah.
We have to talk about the camp counselor, though. The
Which one? The
buff
power lifter?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Y'all,
The
shorty shorts and the shaved legs.
I know. I was like, my God, everyone's gay in this thing. The
So gay.
outfits. There's no
Yeah.
way that's like, look, there were some questionable outfits in the 80s, but those guys were dressed like gays. Okay.
But that's like in every 80s movie. It's
Yeah.
always like jorts or whatever, little Sophie shorts.
Yeah.
And
I
they-
mean, he had the crop tops. And
Yeah.
There were
it
crop
was
tops.
insane.
The fashion in this was
He was a great guy, though. He was super helpful, very
Yeah.
nice. But put some fucking pants on.
Yeah, good
like
God,
your
I could see
size.
your dingling.
I could
Yeah.
stop looking at it. I was like, this movie's just dick. It's
Yeah.
like, God.
Crazy.
I do hate that. If somebody comes around me and they're in like short shorts, even same with women, if I don't care, you're wearing a low cut shirt.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to look? There's like two things staring at me or that one thing staring at me. I'm like, I can't have a conversation with you. Oh, in the beginning, after the kids are running and Ricky's friend, what's the fucking friend's name again?
I don't
Paul?
Paul? Paul. Okay, Paul turns around and was like, wait till you see Judy, man. And like does the
Yeah.
honkers. I was like, I can't wait to see fucking Judy. And then we see Judy. I was like, Judy, you're whack as fuck.
Judy, you ain't got no titties and you're whack.
Judy's like a 40-year-old.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
is she 40? Like, whatever. Angela is weird as fuck, though.
Yeah, like she just keeps staring at everyone.
Yeah, when
She
they're,
doesn't speak.
Yeah.
they're like sitting on the bed and she's just staring at Judy. She's like, hello.
Yeah, stop staring at me.
Nothing is-
Like you kind of asked for all this, like, for them to bully you. You were acting weird as fuck the whole time.
Yeah, like,
Thinking back on it now, I wonder if there was a little attraction there.
Oh, because Judy.
oh.
Yeah. All right, we'll get to that.
Yeah, okay, because, okay.
I wonder.
Because that, okay, we have so much. There's so much.
So much to unpack.
I do love the outfit change when it's like lunchtime or something from the counselor. And now he's in what? Tiny red shorts with a cutoff polo
With
shirt.
no shit package
Yeah.
at eye level for all these kids
I
just
know.
walking around.
He just wants to be comfortable.
I mean, I get it. Your body choice. All right, he's wearing his cute little outfit. Good for him. I mean, he cares. Angela's not eating, so he's like, let me like take you in there, get you something good. And you leave her with the weird ass cook.
Yeah.
He's like, you want an ice cream sandwich, little
Tries
girl?
to dick her down.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Immediately. And I'm just like, can you? It's like the first week. Like, just wait a little bit.
Not only that, but
Yeah.
none of the other people who work in the kitchen are like, hey, this dude was just talking about how he wants to fuck these 12-year-olds.
Yeah, what's the other guy's name? Bill?
I don't know.
Piece of shit. Go in
Ben.
there. Ben? Yeah, piece
Yeah.
of shit.
You know who that is? That actor, Robert Earl Jones,
Oh, really?
father of James Earl Jones.
Whoa.
Wow.
Do you know who James Earl Jones is?
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said yeah.
Fucking Mustafa.
Mustafa.
Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Yeah, how's that? Mustafa.
Yo, wow, yes. Drink that up, Coral.
Yeah, I will.
Fucking lap it up.
Mustafa.
Woo. Nice. Okay.
Anyway.
So yeah, the cook tries to show her his dick, and she's
Yeah.
just like, just
Yeah, and
staring.
she's like, huh?
Say anything.
I mean, and then he comes out of there, buttoning his pants back up, and no one's like, dude, what?
What you
Yeah.
doing in the fucking walk-in?
Like, what are you doing to the kids?
well,
He's like throwing Rick around and like slamming his head into shit in the
It's
freezer.
crazy.
And no one's like, hey, maybe the cook shouldn't be interacting with the children. Period.
At all.
period. Yeah, and it's like, why is Ricky just walk back there, no problem?
Yeah.
It's like, what kind of camp is
It's
this?
insane.
Ugh, hate it. But then he starts talking about this boiling water,
Mhm.
and I'm like, all right. And then you see the size of this pot.
Why is that pot so
Why
big?
is this pot so fucking big?
Like, what?
It's
I don't
like-
think
like
it's supposed to sit
five-
on there.
It's like 5 foot tall.
Just the pot.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's
How do you get anything out of that pot?
what big ass pot that's surrounded by a dozen fly traps.
Yeah.
These fly traps were these were real flies.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
That they caught, and they were like, "This is gonna be perfect." I was
Yeah.
like, "Ew."
Well, I bet they had those to also have them stop getting in the lens because I think this is all shot on location. So they probably put
Yeah.
those up so they'd stop flying. into shots
I
and
read that
stuff,
the
too.
writer director actually went to this camp as a kid, and they shot it in the fall, which is like off season or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know though. I think like the kitchen was a set.
You think so?
I think the kitchen and and a couple other things were a set, but I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know. Watching him cook and seeing that kitchen explains why I got so sick whenever I went to 4-H camp.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Like,
What'd you do at 4-H camp?
Yeah.
You ride any horses?
Yeah. What were you eating there?
nothing. What's good? There was horses.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course there was.
There's so many. 4-H camp was bomb though. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't mind summer camp.
Yeah.
I had a good summer camp experience.
Me
growing
too.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, back to that. Yeah, there was like probably 1,200 kids at my camp, and we all got viciously like bad food poisoning
Oh, really?
the first like weekend.
Yeah.
And I remember being like so sick, and I had to go to the rifle contest.
Mhm.
I won it, by the way.
Mhm.
Pretty gay as hell.
Yeah, you did.
But I remember walking out, just kids throwing up everywhere.
Oh my god.
It was so bad.
I remember I was trying to think about camp stuff too, and like I was trying to put into like how long do these kids were at this camp? You think
This
like
one
a month?
felt like it was, yeah.
Because like our Boy Scout camp was like a week. I went to like one that was like 2 weeks, and that
Mhm.
was like a lifetime. But like
Ours, I want to say, was like 10 to 14 days.
damn. I remember the Boy Scout camp we always went to. The latrine, the toilet was just it was like a bench with toilet seats on it,
Oh,
So
absolutely.
you'd
that
have
was
to, like-
not ours.
and they
No.
they called it like bomber to bomber. So you sat next to your friend and shit.
That's prison.
Yeah, it's fucked
That's
up, right?
military. I mean, Boy
Yeah.
Scouts are like, they're pretty militaristic. It's like an introduction to discipline and
They're
military
like, don't
lifestyle.
ask, don't tell. You know what I'm saying?
Not in Boy Scouts. Not in Boy
Not in
Scouts.
Yeah. Oof.
Did you take a shit next to a stranger like that?
Not a stranger.
No, that's why you got to go at like 9 o'clock at
Yeah,
night.
you got to go late at night with a flashlight.
I would, yeah. If I had to do that, I would just hold it in
Yeah.
as long as I could. Like the entire day, I would.
You
not
know what?
shit.
I'd be real loud about it. I'd get one off at the at the start of camp, and I'd be like, "Here we go!" Every time, I'd be like,
Every time you go to the bathroom,
"I'm
they're like,
coming in."
Let her rip.
Everyone out, Joe's here.
Exactly.
Oh,
You start.
Jesus.
It's like when you go to prison and
Yeah.
you make moves right off the bat. You find the biggest guy and start a fight. I'm gonna start that fight
Yeah,
on the seat
Jesus.
early.
So somebody shooting is somebody out there shooting cream corn out of a t-shirt cannon?
Ugh. That is so. Ugh.
You know what I mean?
I hate that visual.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Back to the movie.
Yeah.
Sure.
So he's making his corn.
Mhm.
He finally gets his ingredients, put some salt in there.
Mhm.
His death makes zero sense to me.
I know,
Or
I was
his
waiting.
accident.
I
I don't
was
think he
like-
died.
I was like, is he gonna fall into this pot? Is that why it was so big? But then it just like spills on him and like boils him. He doesn't die, but he like he just gets really badly burned.
There's a pretty gnarly. I didn't notice it till like the third time they got back to him, but like all the blisters are like
Yeah.
Mhm.
Moving.
undulating. It's like gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these bodies are like way too decomposed already.
I know.
And I'm just like-
yeah.
It's been 30 seconds.
The
Cool.
other thing is like he knows exactly who did this.
Yeah, stop fucking
Yeah.
screaming. Like, I get you're in pain. Scream a name.
Yeah, maybe you're in shock, but like you could at some point
I mean,
tell someone
he
what
tried
happened.
to diddle her though. So he probably is like, I don't want to say nothing.
Well, what else
You know
was
what?
I
My
gonna
face
do?
is burnt. I don't give a fuck anymore. Yeah, I tried to diddle her, and now go get her. Like, what? But I love when Ben walks back into the kitchen because it's not even been like 10 minutes. He's got on a completely different outfit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then he's just still unhelpful. Just let me just stare at you. Just nothing.
there's some
Real racist stuff
yeah,
going
there's
on.
some problematic
when they
shit
give,
in that scene.
when they give Ben the like head cook job, it's like, oh my god.
How's
That
extra 50
interaction is
sound.
oh
Yeah, it was bad.
I
It
don't
was
know.
bad.
He's just trying to run a good camp.
I guess. Yes, sir.
yeah. I was like, this
Okay,
feels
yeah.
real gross.
I mean, it's a gross time. I mean,
The 70s?
yeah.
It was it was 1983.
Well, still,
This came out the year I was born. This movie is 27 years old.
explains why it's so gross. I was like, hey, that math ain't math then. But I do love how he's like, let's not tell any of the kids. These kids don't care.
Yeah.
They don't know who's making their fucking food.
No.
Yeah.
They're just, they don't, whatever. Okay. We go to the little boys when they're like in the camp and he's like doing that little magic trick, like mind over matter.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
That seems
This was
like a
very
trick.
you. This was a
Yeah.
very you moment. When he's like, you're going to try and do a sit-up and it's not going to work. It's going to be all in your head, but like you're going to put in all the effort you can. This is what you do. You put in all the effort you can. I'm going to cast a spell on you. You're not going to be able to sit up and do a sit-up.
I don't remember.
He does this whole
at
thing.
all.
And then the kid goes to sit up, and one of the other camp members has pulled his pants down, and he face plants.
Oh,
Yes.
I do remember that. That's hilarious.
That
yeah.
was such a you
It was
joke.
really funny. No, I know. I was ankle deep in some dominoes at this point.
Mhm.
And I missed all of that except for when he face planted in the ass.
It's funny. I was like that. Okay.
It's a lot of setup in that moment too. There's definitely like a lot of extra setup for these scenes.
Yeah.
The talk with Ben takes way too long.
It's everything at the beginning takes way too long.
Yeah.
Like the part where he's like on the ground dying, Artie, his name is dying, the cook. It's like, okay, we get it.
When the kids are getting off the bus and arriving, that scene just keeps going.
Yeah.
There's an unnecessary amount of screaming, and I'm just like, I can't do that. But the baseball game, we go into that. That was also extremely long and unnecessary.
They didn't even have to wait until it was thunder out.
Although I gotta say, I think this is the best. I think this is the. Stole my punchline. I think this is the best baseball game that's ever been committed to film.
Whoa, you know that's not true. That baseball game in Twilight is fucking great. It's pretty cool. See, he knows. He loves it. Eat shit and live is now my favorite thing I'm going to start saying.
Eat shit and live.
When he was like, eat shit and die, Ricky. And he was like, eat shit and live, bitch. I was like, oh.
Stupid.
I don't know. They were like, there was not a lot of baseball being played, but the shit talking. These boys are very angry in this entire movie. They're so mad. And I'm like,
toxic masculinity.
it's great. And I think it's just their shorts are too tight.
Yeah, maybe.
Loosen that shit up. You'll feel a lot better. Like, let the blood flow through your body and you'll feel great.
There's a lot of shaking cocks at each other in this movie.
Yeah.
People
love
are
it.
often grabbing their junk and shaking it at
Yeah, I
people.
love that.
Mhm.
Let's bring that back.
They're also getting naked all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
none of the girls are in the water with you. And they're like, I don't care.
It's fine.
It's a lot of fun. What do you call it? Beans and... What is it?
What?
Beans and
Weenies?
dogs? Yeah, beans and weenies in the
What?
pool. I don't know. I'm trying to think of
The
it.
hell are you talking about?
People talk about
Bait
that.
and tackle?
Is that what it is? Bait and tackle in the water?
Bait and tackle?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever. Continue.
Okay. Baseball game, whatever. Great. It's not the best I've ever seen, but it was pretty good. And this old shed they keep going to, like, because they're having a dance in an old shed.
At the canteen.
Oh, the canteen looks like a fucking rape dungeon with all the
Yeah.
graffiti on the walls. At
Mhm.
first, I thought when we first saw that scene or that location, I was like, oh, they're like off drinking in some abandoned building. No, this is like where they eat every day.
It's the canteen.
It's crazy.
Well, that's not where they eat. They eat at the cafeteria and they party at the canteen at the end of the day.
But the canteen is where they sell snacks and stuff.
Yeah, they've got like vending machine snacks, it looks like.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was weird.
It looks like a murder shack.
I was like, I don't want to go in there.
Yeah, they're doing fucking seances in there and shit.
They're dirty dancing.
Yeah, my God.
And none of the camp counselors, in a totally different way from Friday the 13th, because there aren't campers in Friday the 13th, right? It's always like at the end of the season or right before.
Yeah, they're like
Probably,
getting
yeah.
ready for the campers,
Yeah.
and they never
And in
show.
this one, it's like the counselors are so bad they don't do anything.
I didn't realize that Meg was a counselor until like towards the end.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
I mean, I realized that she was like, "My name is Meg, MEG, blah blah blah," like that part, and like I thought she was just like the head of the bunk,
Like the head and Sherry was
like the kid or something. But then later, when we realized that she's a counselor, I'm like, whoa.
No.
It was all blended together for me. Did I watch this?
Yeah, I was like, did you? What happened?
Pretty sure I watched it.
I thought Eddie was a good camp counselor.
Yeah.
Eddie
He was
great.
the one with the shorts.
Yeah.
No,
No, he's the
no.
one with the mesh top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a good one too.
Mhm,
Yeah,
But he's like waiting until the fight happens to break things up.
yeah. They're like, oh, these kids are fighting.
And then he, instead of like breaking them up, he like dives into the middle of the
Yeah.
fight.
These
Yeah.
dudes don't know how to fight or even like act like it. They just mosh pit in the floor, and I'm like, y'all just want to roll around with each other.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
exactly.
do.
This
Yeah.
movie's gay as hell.
These shorty shorts. It's
Sure
just like
is.
there's shit flopping everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, that's how my camp was.
Also, they're like dressing up. Like half the boys are putting on like tight jeans,
Mhm.
tucking in polo shirts.
Yeah.
And the rest of them were like in their shorty shorts.
You gotta rizz up at the cantina.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, it's like this is nighttime.
at
you
the
know?
cantina?
Canteen.
I don't want to call it the cantina.
Cantina.
Spice it up a little bit. I don't know. And fucking Judy, bitch.
Yeah,
Judy is being real bitchy in this.
she sure is.
I mean, Angela's like flirting with Paul.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or they're not flirting. They're just like, she's listening to what he's saying. He's just, he's just yip yapping. But she finally, what's her first line is,
Yeah.
good night.
Good
Yeah.
night. That was for her first line. 34 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's pretty
wild.
crazy. Yeah.
I don't know. She's weird as fuck, so I kind of get it.
I thought
but-
she was gonna be like, yeah, good,
Well,
good night or something like. It's just gonna.
I think that's partially why she doesn't talk.
Yeah.
just sounds like me. Good night.
Good night. I know.
See you later,
They're
Paul.
like, don't talk. Don't talk.
okay. So after that, I guess they go to swim in this lake. But back to these dudes have the shortest fucking fuse. They're like, "Come on, ladies, let's go swim." And they're like, "No, thanks, we're good." And they're like, "Fuck you." And I'm like, okay,
Way to win them
Whoa.
over.
yeah, that's like, why is everyone in the 80s or 70s, 80s just so angry and rapey?
Yeah, they don't have social media to keep them their minds busy.
to let off all that steam.
Yeah,
There's no Fortnite so that they can yell at their friends.
yeah,
Yeah. If I didn't have Fortnite, I'd be a completely different person.
yeah.
I don't
You'd
know
be
who I'd-
bitchier.
You know what?
Yeah.
You've got the energy of like one of those girls in a Final Girls who has like a switchblade. It's like tossing it
Carl,
around.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have
Motorcycle boots. Yeah,
Motorcycle
Yeah.
yeah. You got a switchblade.
Motorcycle boots with the jeans tucked
Not even
into
a
'em.
switchblade, a butterfly knife.
That's what I'm thinking of, the butterfly knife.
Yeah,
I actually have butterfly.
yeah. We know. You probably got ninja stars somewhere.
Don't.
Oh, no.
I like.
You
I,
got ninja stars?
Yeah, I got.
I know.
I got a couple of swords, and I don't know. I like shit.
Yeah. Okay.
It's my thing.
Yeah, you've got a big. I like to. I own knives. Is your vibe?
You know
for
what?
sure.
So when I go to Tennessee, we're gonna go to Gatlinburg
Uh huh.
just because
Yeah.
I want to go to the world's largest knife store.
Oh, okay.
But there's like oddities and like weird shit in there. But
Mhm.
there's
But there's a lot of
knives.
that.
You got a belt buckle that has like a knife thing that comes out.
Mm.
You should get
Can
one of those.
you throw knives while riding horses?
Oh,
Like, did 4-H teach you that?
They didn't teach me that. I learned that on my own.
you got throw. You got throw knives.
I have throw knives. I had
Okay.
because before I moved here, I lived on like quite a bit of land, and you know, I'm making myself sound real gay right now.
I'm just saying. Hey, listen.
I don't know. I bought like a really nice like axe throwing set, and
Uh-huh.
then you got a discount with the stars, and it was
Yeah.
just like, you know, you have
At
long
least
day
you. At
work.
least you have the U-Haul already to put all those things in.
God, I don't know. Y'all probably got weird stuff that you like.
Nope.
You no, okay,
Nope. I
Okay.
know.
okay. Okay, so you get a girl in the canoe. We're back in the lake now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about my life.
Mike gets a girl in the canoe.
He got her in
It
the
was,
canoe.
Kenny, wasn't it?
I thought it was Mike.
No, because Kenny, yeah, they're like, come on, Kenny, get out of the water.
Oh, okay.
Canoe, right?
I don't know.
Mm,
It's not important.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But it's like crazy. You finally get this girl in a canoe, and then you just throw her out.
Yeah.
And then you're like, haha, bitch. And I'm like, do you want it or not, Kenny?
Yeah. What the
Like,
hell? There's a lot of mixed signals in this movie.
Yeah, and then, I don't know. Somebody comes out of the water and then drowns him?
Who could it possibly be?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Probably, what, Jason?
Probably.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Pop out of the water all cray
Yeah.
cray.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like when he died, and it's like his body, he dies. They find his body,
yeah.
and it's like,
ripped apart by like gators or something.
you see the little water snake come out of his
Yeah, that
mouth.
was
and I'm like,
crazy.
It's probably turtles and water snakes.
Yeah.
turtles and water
His
snakes.
shit's all gashed apart.
Makes
I mean, they certainly spent time like after the boiling water bit, they definitely spent time on some of the effects, so they were like a little bit like better, I guess. But this one was like, okay, he hasn't been dead for a week. It's been like 2 hours.
But there's turtles and water snakes in that water.
Yeah, sure.
Weird. I don't know. So Angela starts getting really obsessed with. Judy starts getting obsessed with Angela.
Yeah,
and I think at some point she knows.
You think?
Do you don't think so?
I don't think so.
Because she's like, "What? Why won't you like take off your clothes? You don't shower with us. You queer or something?"
Yeah.
I'm like, honestly, there's no way that I never did that. I wouldn't shower. The locker room, I'm just gonna. I'll wait. I'll be sweaty the rest of the day.
That was 9 o'clock showers too. You dump out, and then you take a shower.
Yeah, sure.
That is, I can. Thinking about showering with a bunch of random girls. I mean, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't like a gang shower though. They just had like a stall. Like no one's gonna be looking at you.
They look.
I mean,
you don't look.
If you're walking around with a dick.
Our summer camp was like the big open shower.
Yeah. Same.
God, hate it. The dude though seems nice, Paul. He's like, taking care of Angela. That weird ass kiss goodnight though.
Kind of though. It was super rapey when he did that kiss goodnight.
Yeah,
well, look at his role models.
I know.
Can I have another?
Yeah. What?
Ugh.
Gross.
I don't know. I hate how the people kiss in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
It's just disgusting. It doesn't need to be shown on film anymore.
No.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
But Judy is being a straight up cockblock.
Yeah.
She
Well,
keeps
she's
stopping it.
jealous
Why though? Everybody at that camp will fuck her.
because Angela's weird.
So let her have the weird Paul.
I know. How come she doesn't have the older counselor guy? That's who that was, right? The blonde guy,
I don't think he was a counselor.
or maybe not. He just seems.
I think he was just
older.
another boy.
It's hard to tell because they like.
I think he was.
What's the ages? Like,
The age difference is so like vast in this that like because Angela was actually played by a 13-year-old at the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then there's like the other kids look like they're like 18, 19, 20. So like the age difference is crazy.
And then there's Jody, a fucking 40-year-old. Judy.
weird ass movie. So Meg, who is a camp counselor, she's getting pissed off because her and Judy are like BFF, I guess. She's like, she won't swim in the water. She won't play fucking volleyball with us.
She won't talk to me.
And then Meg just shakes the absolute shit out of her.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And just screaming. I'm like, you should be fired.
You need to control
Yeah,
yourself.
you can't work with kids like that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
You're crazy.
It was insane. And then Judy wants to get involved. And I'm like, are they trying to fight? I think they should. I was like, I think this was the part where Judy was like, are you queer or something? I was like, this is getting pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah. There was some point, like in the very beginning watching this movie, I felt like it was going to be really tedious. And I was like, here we go. Another old movie that's going to drag on. And then once we got into it, it was like better. I kind of embraced the campiness of it. And then I had an idea of where it was going. So I was waiting for that. But I enjoyed the ride.
It still was a little, I was like, all right, I get it. Let's go. Next scene, please.
Yeah.
Because after that, they shoot straight to the boys having a water balloon fight on the roof.
Yeah, who's watching these kids?
The camp counselor had to be on there.
Those kids are going to fucking break their arms and legs.
And then that's where they throw the balloon and they still grabbing their junk and shaking at each other. I'm like, stop that.
That's what they do.
They're just, I would call their parents. Somebody needs to come pick these fucking kids up.
But they're
Get them out
too
of my
worried
camp.
about making the money off the parents, off the
I feel
kids.
once your kid's there,
Yeah,
they're paid.
They're doing a really shit job. Actually, at this point, they talk about it kind of later. I think a bunch of kids go home after they find the kid in the canoe because I think they can't keep it secret. I also love how the cops are there and he's like, well, I'm going to go call the kid's parents, I guess. The camp counselor, the coder.
The cop should be doing that.
Yeah.
And with his fake ass mustache.
Well, so apparently he had a real mustache at the beginning and then shaved it and couldn't grow it back in time. So they put a real fake.
I saw that and I was like, I would take that off. Just forget about it. But all cops, I guess, had mustaches back then.
Yeah, well, that's how you know they're cops.
Yeah, a little mustache. I love that. So we get our third death is coming up. Or we don't know if the cook dies.
Who's the third? So is the cook, the
dude that had to take a wicked dump. The
Oh,
baseball
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the bees. That was stupid.
That one
That
was
was
really
really
I was like, you could have broken that handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have broken that. It's so easy.
Or
gone
just crawled
underneath.
under it.
Oh, crawl. I'm more concerned that he didn't wipe.
Yeah.
You're taking a poo and you didn't wipe, but I don't know. I don't think most dudes wipe, to be honest. What? I don't think they do. Guys do
How
not.
do you not wipe? You would be so itchy.
I've worked in a hospital before. I know dudes don't wipe.
Wow.
I've had a friend that she's a nurse and like she let this guy change. She had to
Yeah.
go back in the room, and so he's sitting on like the plastic sheet.
Yeah.
And he gets up when the doctor comes in. What do you think's on that plastic sheet?
Poo.
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 Listen, not everyone's got a bidet.
No, poo. I don't know. Just wipe your ass.
Yeah. Or spray that shit out.
Well, I mean, they think it's gay. They're like, I don't want to do that. That's gay.
Yeah.
That's my
Really?
butt. I'm like,
That's crazy.
you should. I'll send you the shit. There are like actual dudes that are like, I won't wipe my ass because it's gay.
You can't go to a UFC tournament or a UFC match or what is it called? Battle?
I mean, you're the expert now.
I mean,
Yeah, the battle.
Listen, I don't like labels.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
okay. What's the guy that's running the camp? Mel?
I don't know.
I think it's
I don't know.
Mel.
Like,
Mel?
yeah, it is Mel.
You know, he just wants to run a camp. I think he wants to do a good job and just it doesn't go in his way.
Yeah, sure.
I feel bad for him.
That guy died like a couple months after filming this.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
He had lung cancer, like really bad,
Jesus.
and he hid it
God.
during the
Do you think
movie.
it's from all of the
all
smoking?
the cigars?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So Angela and Paul, they're really hitting it off now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They start making out by the lake,
Mm-hmm.
and then Paul's trying to get a little touchy feely
Yeah.
on the chest area.
Grab.
She was like, "No, don't want to," and he's like, "Also rapey." He's like, "Relax, I'm not doing nothing."
Yeah.
It's like, "Shut up, let me touch it." And I'm
Come
like,
on.
"Okay," and then she just, no means no, buddy.
Yeah.
Just gotta remember that.
It was the 80s though. No meant yes.
No, maybe.
No meant I'm just playing hard to get.
Let me just shut up and lay there.
Yeah.
But in the middle of that, she's having that flashback with the dad and his boyfriend.
Yeah.
Which I was just like, wait, what?
You
What
know-
is happening here? It was so weird. And then there was the two kids pointing at each other.
Yeah, that's when you
Yeah.
kind of start figuring some stuff out.
I
Yeah.
was like so confused about what we were looking at. Although apparently the one that plays Peter, the little boy in that, is the Situation's brother from Jersey Shore.
What?
Yeah.
That's so.
That's so random.
Super
That's
random.
so random.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, so we're gonna jump to the playing the game, catch the flag.
War.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Color War.
Color War. Is that what?
That they were calling it. Yeah. That's what they call it. Color
I
War.
don't like that name.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was always war whenever we played it,
Really?
but I mean that was
Capture the flag.
Mine's
Yeah.
capture the flag.
Yeah.
Color War. We've already done that. And
Yeah.
wild. She's gonna help cousin Ricky.
Yeah.
He's got a solid plan. Tell you what,
Solid.
Ricky's great. Who's making out in the woods?
Paul
Fucking-
and Judy.
Judy's a slut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Judy is fucking.
She
slut.
just wants to get some.
some 40-year-old fucking freak.
Yeah.
And then Angela saw. She doesn't say anything. She just stares, and then maybe plots something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's like,
I don't know.
I guess I should murder this guy.
Maybe.
And then the jumps from though it doesn't really make sense. I mean, they just like shot a scene, and then we're gonna jump to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Because like after that, it's like I don't even know who won the color war.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We all lost.
It was
I know,
all just
but-
a setup.
I mean, Ricky's really just trying to have a good time at camp,
Yeah.
and his cousin or somebody's ruining it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they go back to the lake and they're re-screaming at Angela, and then Meg picks her up.
The fucking worst.
So far, and I'm like, I would leave this camp.
yeah.
Like Angela, just call the crazy. Actually, I don't know the crazy doctor lady.
Yeah. Maybe you're.
I wonder what
better
she's
off.
doing.
Oh my God. She's just popping lewds and fucking who knows what. Talking to the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love it.
Diagnosing some furniture.
There's a whole thing about her that that whole conceit of how their family is set up makes no sense to me.
I know.
No, it's
There's like a lie in there that's happened that I don't understand how it's still happening.
Is this the point where they pick her up and throw her in the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then as she's
And
like,
Mel grabs Ricky as he tries to go save her.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Ricky's just trying to help. What's your fucking problem with this
I see
kid?
the murder in your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay, let him go. Like he's just trying to be a good cousin and help his fucking friend. Like, and then as they get her out of the water and they're walking her up, these other kids are throwing sand at them.
Yeah.
These kids are the fucking worst.
They're all the worst.
I would love to go back in time and just start punching them all in the head.
Yeah, right in the face.
Let me be a camp counselor there. We run it right.
Uh-oh, Camp Counselor Coral's coming.
You could lift with what's his name?
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
you and what's his name?
Who pops up in some scenes just in the background of a
Lifting.
shot?
Yeah. Is
He
he
knows
in
what's
there?
up.
Yeah, he's just in the background of a shot, like
Lifting.
out in the middle of the park.
Take-
Like,
He cares about himself. Good for
Yeah,
him.
just work on himself.
And Mel is losing his mind, and then Meg wants to have dinner with him.
Yeah,
She gets the
I
night
know.
off.
That
that's
was-
also instigated by Meg.
She's a freak. She
Yeah.
wants to dick down that fucking Mel guy. That's crazy.
It was. I was like, this.
That cigar smoking granddad.
I know. I was like, okay.
It's like this is.
Meg's gonna
random.
learn something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's go to the shower. She's got to clean up.
Yeah.
Who fucking showers like that? She's
How
just
is
sitting
she
there
so-
rubbing the soap and going.
Yeah,
That's how women
Mel,
showered in
Mel.
the 80s.
yeah. That's how women shower nowadays. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah. You would know if you showered.
I shower.
She doesn't shower. She takes
Just
baths.
Ox body spray. Psh, psh.
She naps in the bath.
Nah, I do love an underwater nap.
That's true.
It's crazy. Her death was just so fucking weird. Did she get stabbed through the shower,
Yeah.
and just scraped down? And I'm like,
Yeah.
Ugh.
Meg, just pull up, honey. Like, get
Yeah.
out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, move away from
Like,
it.
Whoa, did I just get stabbed? No.
And her body looked like she'd been there all year.
Yeah.
Like she just, I don't know.
She was decomposed.
Hate it. Where's it at? Oh, what was it? Was that Eddie that? See, we're just jumping around.
Yeah.
Eddie that takes the little campers on that
Yeah.
little camp.
Yeah.
Or no, that's not Eddie. That's someone else.
Well, real nice guy. Whatever.
Ronnie?
Is it Ronnie?
I don't
Something
know.
like that. He's got like the young campers
Well, he's,
cabin. The young
Well,
boys cabin.
somebody stole his little axe. I don't know who, but they made a point to show us that the axe is being stolen.
Mhm.
I do love because it's the same thing as Friday the 13th when the killer is like looking around. It's from the camera point of view.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a giallo thing.
A
Like-
giallo. Oh yeah.
Like the Italian horror movies, the giallo.
I think the
movies.
first time it was done in America was in
Friday the
Friday the
13th.
13th.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it. I like it.
It's I will put one little conceit in here that he had to drive to their campground to camp with the kids.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. You would have hiked to it.
They drove because
Oh,
they take a
yeah.
car later. So wherever they went was too far to hike.
Yeah.
So they drove. That's all I want to say about it.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to camp, like you're at an outdoors camp, just go outside.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, especially when there's a murderer.
Yeah.
I was like,
People get
you
murdered.
go take them
Let's
out.
go out in the wilderness.
with the babies.
Which doesn't make sense because why would the killer walk all the way out there just to pick up a fucking axe?
Yeah.
But I mean, we learn
We learn chop them bodies right up.
those. Yeah, chopping up those little babies was unnecessary.
That was like,
Yeah, they didn't do you
whoa.
wrong.
No, I was like, why? Those are like 8-year-olds. Why are you chopping them up?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of cross the meridian on like a moralistic, like so many slashers and whatnot have the moralistic side of like,
Mhm.
you fuck, you're gonna die. I mean, at the time, you're black, you're gonna die.
Mhm.
It's all of these like supposedly wrongdoings in society that like immediately get judgment in the moralistic side of things. And then you have the 8-year-olds asleep in their sleeping bags in the
Yeah.
woods.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because that's not part of the rules.
They're also not assholes. You have so many other assholes you could go
Yeah,
kill.
Kill the counselor guy.
Well, I was like, maybe that was the kids that were throwing sand.
Oh, I didn't even
maybe.
think of that.
I don't know, but
Must have
still, it's
been.
just like, do you like turn around and you're like, 1, 2, 3, okay,
I
those.
got to get these ones.
It doesn't make sense, but I don't know. There are rules to scary movies, and this one,
That one breaks the rules.
yeah, this is fucked up. So Judy's making out with some guy we don't know. He's clearly not into it. Judy, you fucking suck. Guy fucking leaves her.
Yeah.
What did she say? Stop kissing so
So-
wet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop getting so wet.
Ugh.
Ugh.
oh, that's disgusting. But
and Mel just walks into the women's cabin, the girls' cabin,
well,
just
it's
like,
I mean, she's not supposed to be there though, right?
well, I mean, either way.
He doesn't go into her cabin, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because he's looking for Meg.
Meg.
Yeah.
But he found her.
Yeah. He found her in the other
That was
cabin.
the love of his life, and
It really destroyed him, too.
yeah.
He thought he was going to get some of that baldy.
Meg's not a baldy.
No.
No.
And, ugh. So
Still nasty.
it is very nasty, but I don't know. That's something else. Judy's death, crazy.
Yeah.
We have to talk about that one.
Yeah, what do we
Okay,
think
so they
happened
took,
there?
he definitely, it's implied that they smothered her and then put the curling iron in her hoo-ha.
Right? Okay, I wanted to make sure. I was like, where did this
But they
curling
open
iron?
the curling iron
Yeah.
and then insert.
I mean, that's what your gynecologist does.
Yeah, well, they put it in and then do that,
They-
right?
No, yeah, oh, yeah.
This was like open and then in.
I mean, it's Judy fucking skank. Probably
maybe it was in
needed to
her
be open.
pooper and her shoot.
One in the pink, two in the stink.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
what-
it was both.
Wait, maybe it's backwards. Two in the.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they open it up and just whoop, put it in both
I don't know.
ends.
It was crazy.
And a
But that's-
juicer and a deucer.
Ugh. I swallowed when you said that. I
Yeah,
did not like
wow.
how that felt. Yeah, so that's Judy's death was insane, but that made me feel like maybe there was like a little bit of attraction. Maybe, I don't
Maybe.
know.
Oh,
Or
because
it
it was a sexual sort of penetration.
It is the only sexual assault.
It's a fucked up way to kill someone,
Yeah.
and I don't think that.
Could
They're-
it kill? I mean, I guess she smothered.
She
to death,
smothered
too.
her first, yeah.
Yeah,
Somehow there's a lot going on.
You know what's weird? Right before this scene is we see the killer like in the doorway and we see their face.
Mhm.
And it's weird because that's not Angela. That was
No.
apparently that was actually Ricky with a wig on.
Well, I think they were trying to like say that it was more masculine.
I guess, but
and
that was they're trying to show like that like Angela becomes masculine when she kills or whatever, but that was actually like in the trivia it said it was Ricky in a wig. But like why?
Yeah,
It was weird.
There's
Why even show it there?
Yeah.
Like we should just save that. I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird, but that's one like an unnecessary death to me. Doesn't make sense. Same, back to chopping the babies. It's like she needed to die, but I was like, do something else.
Yeah.
yeah. It was a little overkill.
Like she should have gotten stabbed, not Meg.
Like I wish it would have been a more like dramatic like stabbing like over and over again. I don't know, but
Kind of like when later when Mel is like beating the shit out of Ricky. That was like violent.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
why does Mel hate Ricky so fucking bad?
Yeah.
Like Ricky's just trying to have a snack, goes to the cantina,
Yeah.
picks up a couple of snacks.
A little Snickers bar or some shit.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Mel's like, fuck you.
I'm gonna beat
Did-
the shit out of you.
Did Ricky kill Judy?
Judy? No.
No.
Are we sure? Because he does skip dinner. They give him a whole reason to not be there.
Oh, like he did
He had a
that to
tummy
Judy?
ache. They said the dinner was shit.
Yeah, but he does
maybe.
disappear. Then he comes back to get food. I don't know.
It would make sense if there were two.
Yeah.
That's kind of the only way half of them could happen.
Yeah.
Is what I was getting at earlier.
Oh, well, I guess, but I don't know. Now I
don't
want to
either.
know.
Yeah. Dumb.
Okay, I'll Google it. So Mel beats the fuck out of Ricky, and then Ricky gets shot. Or Mel gets immediately shot in the neck by a pro archer.
Yeah.
Wow,
That was awesome.
I was
Not even shot. Like, I mean, she was holding the arrow. So the implication was that she like threw the arrow at him like a javelin.
I don't think that would work. I think it. I've never thrown an arrow with my bare hand,
And got it through someone's neck.
but I just imagine like if you throw it, especially the ones at camp, it's just like a little,
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
nothing
there's going to
crazy.
be enough force.
or
You
it's like
know?
not sharp, so it's just that's stupid. That's really stupid. Oh God, what did I write here? Oh, everyone's looking for a killer or dead bodies. I don't know.
This is when the cop shows back up with his little caterpillar fake
Yeah, his little
mustachio.
mustache.
Yeah.
And they're all just searching around.
They're like,
Because
"God
finally the good camp counselor's like, we gotta call the cops.
damn, we got to call the police again.
God, it's just one guy. But
And
she
he
asks,
shows up with the biggest fucking flashlight.
Yeah. Well, that's what flashlights were like back then.
It's like a forearm.
yeah, like a mag light, because you had to put all those batteries in there.
Yeah, but it was like bigger than that even.
but it's also, you're at a camp, you're outdoors. I got a big outdoor flashlight. It's
yeah, we
huge.
know.
What? Oh, okay. Okay, so Paul is trying to make up with Angela.
Mhm.
They meet at the lake, and then she turns around and says, "Let's go swimming," with her
Yeah,
back
take
turned.
your clothes off.
I'm like, I would be like, "Hello, can you turn around and say that?" Why?
Why are you being so weird? I mean, he knows that she's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he likes a little weird girl. But it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know, didn't like that. But we find out what happens because they're looking. The camp counselors are looking, and they're like, "What's that sound?" Someone's just randomly singing at the lake,
Yeah.
butt naked,
What?
and
She done chopped his head right off.
which makes no sense. He's just.
At this point, Joe had no idea what was coming. I knew. I didn't know how it would be revealed, but I knew that we were going to find out that Angela is a dude or whatever, and like it was insane.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
you just as if I'm a camp counselor and I see a naked girl and naked boy, and she's singing, and I'm like, "Hello," and you're just an unresponsive naked Angela. I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, like
yeah.
now
Call the cops.
But then he stands up, full bush.
Yeah.
full bush, little dick.
Yeah. Full reveal.
That was crazy. And then the look on the face.
Well, they kept going back and forth from Angela and then
like
fake thing,
Yeah.
and just the open mouth, just like
Bah.
it's not even screaming. It was like a weird growl or
Yeah.
So
just like
crazy.
I could not stop laughing.
I wonder what the trans community thinks about this movie at this point.
Well,
Because it's not really a trans.
it's not
No.
a trans
thing.
thing.
Well, I mean, the flashback shows the crazy fucking doctor
Yeah.
saying, "We already got a son.
Yeah.
You're going to be Angela now." Like,
Yeah.
And your husband, because she said the husband didn't want like another kid or had been upset to have another boy. It's just, she's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't understand. That's the whole thing. That's the point that I don't understand. So Ricky doesn't know? Or does Ricky know, and that's why he's so protective?
There was a brother. I think there was a brother and sister that were twins, and the girl dies.
Well, it's
We
the
just saw
brother
the-
and the sister in the lake,
Yeah. This is
and the girl
beginning.
died,
Yeah.
and the boy survived.
Were they twins?
No. The boy definitely looked older than the girl, I thought.
And so
Yeah.
how does
Or vice versa. I don't remember.
how's Ricky think that this is all cool? This is my cousin Angela.
I don't know. That's
What?
the part. That's the lie that I don't understand.
But it's also, I don't know. Kids are fucking weird. And you're telling me that your cousin Ricky never saw your dingling and was like,
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah. In your full ass bush.
Well, God.
It's been 8 years. They've been living together for 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we believe that they are actually related, that this is actually Paul's family,
Yeah.
Mhm.
then he must know that his cousin and uncle died, and
And the
he-
husband in this situation is just like,
He's not
okay,
there.
cool. I mean,
We don't see him, do we?
No, but like I'm saying, the aunt is so crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and she keeps saying cousin, so it's like there's a family lie that's happening that I can't wrap my head around.
yeah. There's definitely a suspension of disbelief that needs to happen at the end.
Yeah.
There, that you're like, oh, what a shock. But
Yeah.
it was, yeah. It's like,
I think it comes down to a gender dysphoria thing that isn't present as much today,
sure.
I think that's why
at least for liberals.
I sort of think Ricky knew because he was like so overly protective.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Maybe.
But then
Maybe.
he didn't tell Paul.
I would, yeah, no.
Paul deserved to know if Ricky knew.
Maybe not. Paul's a little rapey.
Yeah. He was a little
Well, but-
rapey.
But Ricky approves of it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He kind of like approves of this like relationship. He asks that Angela forgive Paul for his bad behavior. Like he's very like team them.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
It's a little weird
well, why did you say Ricky was a bad friend?
because he didn't tell Paul.
Oh, that's it?
Really?
Like he should disclose to Paul for one thing if Paul's going to pursue this.
I don't know if
I mean, if
I don't
you're-
know if that's his place.
Yeah, if you're 13 you're 13 years old, you know that your cousin's a dude and starts talking to your best friend. Do you tell, I don't know. Figure it out for yourself. I'd be like, I had no idea.
I don't know. Yeah. That's not my place.
Whoa.
Not my business.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if you're perpetrating the lie, you're setting someone up to be really truly hurt.
I
potentially.
guess. I don't know.
Well-
It's all very strange. And apparently, there's a couple of sequels after this, but Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 have nothing to do with the main story. But then apparently there's a movie called Return to Sleepaway Camp that came out in 2003, so like 20 years later, with all the characters that came back.
Oh, really?
Is
Yeah.
it bad?
Like
well,
Angela?
probably, but Angela came back, and
Like back, they're just
Does
round 2 at camp.
does Angela come back as Angela or Paul?
no, well, I don't know what happens in the movie, but
Now I want.
she comes
Yeah.
back as it's like the characters' names are like Angela. Wait, let me see.
Because now your secret's out. I hope it like continues with her standing there with her dick out.
It's like it's also like not. I don't
so
know.
the character
Their
says
secret.
it says Angela Baker / Sheriff Jerry. So I don't know what happens in this movie.
Spoilers.
But I guess it's like the reverse. Like the
Yeah.
sheriff is like, I'm actually Angela or something. But it's the actress, same actress.
That's okay.
Okay.
I mean,
And then yeah, like the Ricky is back.
I'm gonna have to watch this too. Like,
Yeah. Now now I actually like really want to see this
have
new
to
one. and
finish
see
fucking
what-
Hellraiser
Can you imagine-
franchise and this.
It's like what is it? It's like 30 plus years later that they've returned to this. I'd
No,
be
it was
interested to
20.
20.
Yeah,
This
because it was
was- oh,
2083 to 2000. Oh, it's 2008.
Yeah.
It came out. So that's pretty crazy.
That is weird.
I wonder how the sentimentality changed between those two.
Yeah, I don't know, because it says the thing just says Camp Manabi is where kids torment one another, but people soon start turning up dead.
What?
Writer and director of same writer and director as the original.
Whoa.
But they changed the camp. It's not Camp Arawak.
Well, that one got shut down and sold.
Oh
The opening credits is all after the fact, and there's the camp is up for sale.
yeah,
and-
because Sleepaway Camp 2 was 1988. A sex change slasher returns as a camp counselor.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. They have the character of Angela continues in 2 and 3, but they replaced it with a different actor.
Oh, because they were like, "You're fine.
that
You're okay. You,
that
you
might
should
be
work
more
here."
of a problematic.
Yeah, that seems fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't like. I love some fucked up story. Like, just make it make sense. Because that
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. It's like
No-
she should be in.
None of her motivations make sense in this, really.
No.
And then Sleepaway Camp 3, after murdering a young girl, Angela Baker assumes her identity and travels to Camp New Horizons, built on the grounds of the camp she terrorized the year before, and starts killing again.
Okay,
I mean-
that's well,
And it's
Yeah.
the same actress plays it in 2 and 3.
well.
That
Interesting.
that sounds like maybe I don't want to watch that.
It does sound. I thought maybe if that character didn't continue, it'd be interesting to see what they did in 2008.
Well, they call Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 unauthorized sequels because it's the writer director didn't come back until Return to Sleepaway Camp, and that's when all of the actors came back.
So maybe I'll
Also,
just skip those two.
Just
and-
skip 2 and
Yeah.
3 and go to straight to, I guess it's 5 Sleepaway Camp, because there's
Yeah,
a
it's
Sleepaway
something
Camp
weird.
4, but I don't know. It's a weird thing, but yeah, just watch Return to Sleepaway Camp, I guess, in 2008 to see what.
Sure.
what
I
went
guess
down.
I guess it is hard to like also take modern day sentimentality and put it on top of something that was made so long ago. But it is
Yeah.
like, oh, does it have to be as like it's weird terminology? It's
Yeah.
uncomfortable theme.
I'm curious to see how they treat it in this 2008 one, I guess. But apparently the first one was a big hit. Like
Yeah.
it made like $11 million or something, and it was like a $250,000 movie.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, in the 80s, no less.
Did it make it in theatrical or is that like
Yeah.
Lifetime?
Theatrical. I think it made it even more money in video.
It'd be a good drive-in movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no titties in this movie.
Yeah, it was bullshit. Too much dick for me.
Yeah. I mean, there was just that one at the end. That
Still
was
too
it.
much for me.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Did you have y'all watched Fear Street?
Yeah.
Like the Netflix, because
Yeah.
That one was good.
Yeah, but they pull a couple of things from Sleepaway Camp, right? Like sorta with like the killer
possibly.
running around. Just
I don't recall. We watched it when it came out, but I don't.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I remember enjoying it. I don't
Yeah.
remember the details.
no, it was good. I liked that a lot, but it was just a lot of when they're at the camp that time, it had a lot of Sleepaway Camp.
I believe it.
vibes.
I know
Yeah.
this is a super influential.
I
Film
don't know
for
if
a lot
I
of
ever
people.
saw the very first Friday the 13th.
Really?
I don't think so.
You know the twist.
Yeah, it's
Well,
it's the mother. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
I know
just
the twist.
yeah, mom. Yeah.
That surprised me because I had no idea the first time I saw it.
Yeah,
No?
I knew about Freddy, or I knew about Jason
yeah.
Jason Voorhees, and he's you'd see him all over the place.
I don't know if I saw any of the Friday the 13th movies. I saw Freddy versus Jason.
That's pretty good. I
It was
don't care.
I liked it.
This was great.
I think there's the first two Friday the 13th. Second one, you finally get Jason Voorhees. It's interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think you could skip a whole bunch. You go to Freddy or Jason Goes to Hell, which is like wild.
Mhm.
It's it is basically a fan made movie that the script garnered enough attention that they made
They
it.
just did it.
Yeah.
I think I saw Jason X.
In space.
It's
yeah,
space.
space.
Oh, it's so good. You got all those TV actors.
Yeah, I think I saw that one. I definitely saw Freddy versus Jason, and then I saw the remake.
Which one?
Wasn't there a Friday the 13th
Yeah,
remake?
With Jared Padalecki,
Where he's
Something
looking
like
for a
that.
sister?
guy from Supernatural. Yeah,
Yeah, that
I think I
one's
saw
not
that.
it's not bad.
bad. I kind of actually like that because
And then there was a series also.
Mhm.
I don't think I've seen the
The
series. Then
series came before the second movie.
Didn't the series go on for a while?
Yeah, it was like anthology. It was like different stories.
Oh. Kind
Kind of like Freddy. Freddy there was a Nightmare on Elm Street series also that was hosted by Freddy.
I never saw that.
There was
I
a
remember that, yeah.
a glut of
They were all
horror
like
host
Sci-Fi
television
Channel.
series.
Yeah. See, like that whole same with Friday the 13th and like Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it's like great ideas, but they kind of like fucked up with putting like this extra shit in there. What is it like? Well, same with Michael Myers, like Halloween H2O.
I
Freddy
love
Goes
that
to
one.
Hell.
That's
or
like
Jason
one of
Goes to Hell.
Jeff's favorites.
H2O
You
was the
love it?
one with
Ice Cube.
Jamie Lee Curtis came back.
Yeah.
Oh, was Ice Cube in it?
H2O was the one with Josh Hartnett.
They're just okay.
It was so good.
So good.
They shot it at the Paramore house up here.
What's the Paramore house?
Well, it's called the Paramore, or it used to be called the Paramore. It's on Mitchell Terena Street in Silver Lake.
oh yeah.
It's it's used a lot. We used it a ton for like TV shows. Like we did Charm School there back in the day.
Cute.
Was
And
part of Scream 3 shot there?
Scream 3, the finale of Scream 3 was shot there. Bunch of music videos like that that Britney Spears music video where it was from her greatest hits. It was like a cover she did.
I don't know.
I forget. Anyway, yeah, H2O was there. But Friday the 13th, the series, 72 episodes.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's a
1987 to 1990.
You used to only be able to get like a handful of them on VHS.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
They're like Holy Grail stuff.
Anyway, well, that was Sleepaway Camp. You know what I'm excited about is this next week is we got a little curveball for next week because we're all gonna watch Terrifier 3
Oh
and
yeah.
we're gonna talk about that. But it's gonna be hard because you're not gonna be able to take notes.
Well, I don't care. I'll do it.
No, don't be. You're going to the Alamo. You'll get thrown out.
I'll do it from memory then.
You got to do it
There's a
from
lot
memory.
of room up here.
I'm
From
excited
memory.
to
Memory?
Mammary.
Memory?
I was not excited about Terrifier 3 back when we were watching Terrifier 1 and 2 for the podcast, but now that it's out and it's like a hit and it's getting good reviews, I'm kind of excited to see it.
I was reading something on the internet because everything.
Wait, you were doing what?
reading on the internet.
You were. When
Fuck
did
you. Fuck you. This movie has apparently left people traumatized. There's been medical assistance outside the theater.
Wait, we see. Okay,
This
so
was a setup.
we said we heard or we read from Damien, what's his name, the guy who wrote and directed it, the Terrifier 3, that he put out a thing saying that the PR company invited a bunch of people to come see a Christmas movie, didn't tell them what they were seeing until it started, and then a bunch of people walked out and got sick and stuff like that because they were not.
They were expecting a legit Christmas movie.
Yeah,
That's so stupid. Was that in Australia then?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
They were like, yeah, people were like fainting and fled for the exit. And I'm like,
That's why it was like totally the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it got all this press.
Terrifier
Yeah.
2 was like crazy. Like the first time we saw it, we were like, holy shit. and I think they pushed this one even further. Is
I mean,
from what
I
hear.
didn't think Terrifier, but people were saying they were throwing up during Terrifier 2, and I'm like,
I
Did
don't
we
think
see
I would throw
Terrifier
up.
2 in theater or did
No,
we?
we saw
No.
it at home.
This is gonna be weird.
It's gonna
I
be
think.
so weird at the
Because-
Alamo.
This is one of those movies that makes me super uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna like this one. Kind of gets me.
yeah. Is there a special menu?
that's what I asked,
I don't
and they
know
were
about
like,
that.
I don't think they're going to do that because of the Joker. And I was like, this made more than the Joker, though.
I know it beat the Joker already in
Yeah.
season or in its second weekend.
And that I'm not fucking surprised from what I've been hearing.
I'm so glad I didn't go see Joker.
Well, you
too.
said I thought you said you're all going to go watch it.
Well, now I kind of morbidly want to see it, like kind of like how we watched Madam Web. But I need to wait until I think I'll rent Joker 2 as soon as it's available to rent.
Yeah.
I think I'll pay the $20 to see it. I don't want to because I want to be able to talk through the whole thing and pause it and all that. But yeah,
Speaking of that, that's what makes me uncomfortable about seeing this
Terrifier
movie.
3. 'Cause
Yeah.
we can't talk through the whole thing.
Yeah. Watching the Terrifiers, it's been a great release valve to be able to "Ugh," or be grossed out or be like, I need a moment.
I think that's what it'll be like. I mean, when we got our tickets, there was nobody in the theater. So who? Well, I think it's gonna be full now. I
think
think
it might
people
be.
are excited about it.
You going that the 16th?
It's 10:30. So you're seeing it at 6:30 or whatever on Wednesday the 16th.
We're going at 10:45.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
You're not going
It's
to get
late.
any snacks.
I gotta close the store and then go.
Mm-mm.
So sorry.
That's really late for
Yeah.
that movie. That's going to be exhausting and terrifying.
It's a 2 hour and 5 minutes.
It's a 2-hour long movie?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's gonna be a whole to do. But you're gonna get so many snacks.
I am, yeah.
You can just keep ordering the whole movie.
I
You
can.
should just get really high. That'll be good for this
Don't
movie.
get too
No,
high.
no.
Is Molly going with you?
Yeah.
Did she watch the first two with you?
Yeah.
And she stayed awake?
Yeah.
Did she watch Sleepaway Camp last night?
No. No.
No.
She does like that movie. She loves the ending.
Yeah.
But she was like, nah, I'm going to go to bed. It's like, okay.
All right. Later, babe.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm excited for Terrifier 3. So this is your spoiler warning. If you have any intention of watching Terrifier 3, see it before watching or listening to the podcast next week.
Yeah.
This next segment we like to call Coral's Corner.
Woo! I don't know what I wanted to talk about the fights, but I feel like we should talk about Halloween.
Let's talk about Halloween.
Well, I don't know, because is Halloween different for y'all now?
What do you mean?
It just doesn't feel the same. And I don't know, that's because it's not even because I'm in California now and everything, all the seasons are the fucking same here.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. There's no I'm not excited for it. I don't feel like.
It seems to me, I've never really been much excited for Halloween, but it seems to me ever since lockdown in 2020 that people have decided to be like, fuck it, we're celebrating Christmas starting earlier and earlier every year, and or people are going, I don't know. It seems like the holidays have been different ever since then.
It's just my friends that are going to Spirit Halloween, and they're like, I went 3 times last week. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
It kind of sucks in there. Everything's tacky. It's cheap.
I've never been to one.
You would be upset.
Yeah.
I remember going into Halloween stores, and it was just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Everything we had in there was great. It's just.
I will say, have you been to the Halloween? Is it Halloween Town in Burbank?
Yeah.
That one's cool.
Yeah, it's if you go in there once, but then it's everything is so expensive in there and way overpriced, and it's just,
I don't know. It's just, the whole thing is just not for me. And it's, I don't know. I just don't like the whole dressing up thing. I'm starting to get more into it now that we're doing these stupid things and at the store.
What
and
stupid
and I'm
thing?
dressing up with y'all. The Austin Powers thing was kind of fun. While I was dressed up, I was like, I guess I could see how this could be fun for some people.
But I like dressing up.
We know.
What?
We know.
I don't know. It's just and it's fun if where you're going somewhere, it would suck to walk in and it's I'm just here in my apron and we're doing an event and we're just
No, yeah.
we're gonna dress up for you.
It's more fun. Yeah, I could see where it's fun like that.
Yeah.
But I've never been one to go to a costume party or any of that sort of shit. Although, if we were to go, I don't know, if we went to David's Halloween party, for instance, that's a must dress up kind of thing. And I'd be like, okay, I guess I have to dress up for this, but I don't know.
What'd you dress up as?
I don't know.
No? Do you have any idea?
No.
Would y'all like match?
If we went to David's Halloween party, I would dress up like Polka Dot Man.
Jesus.
That's pretty funny.
Is that funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polka Dot Man's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's just not for me.
I don't know. It's like even with like movies, there's like I don't know, like Halloween movies kind of suck, and I've already seen everything.
I think we've moved a lot of like the spooky movies into a different headspace where they're not so seasonal anymore.
Yeah. I'm actually designing a haunted house right now for a big company that we're going to build, and it was hard for me to like kind of get. I hate haunted houses.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the jump scare of it. Like the being startled is like I hate that. Like I swore off haunted houses a long time ago because like we went the last time that I got really kind of fucked up at a haunted house was we went to the Dark Harbor one at the Queen Mary, and it was terrifying. And I was like, I'm never doing this again.
I've not went to a good haunted house.
No?
Like the ones like we have big ones in Nashville, like Nightmare Nashville, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's like $50 for a ticket, and they're just like understaffed. So I would just walk into these big ass rooms, and there would be like one scare that that is booking it each time you go somewhere just to catch up with you. And I remember like the end. It's always like you get chased with a chainsaw, and then you have like people screaming at you, but they were like not good actors. And one of them I remember he's like, "There's a raccoon in your asshole," and we're scurrying around. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I paid $50 for this?
I worked as a scare actor once in high school.
Cool.
Yeah.
How was that?
Was it at a church haunted house?
No, it was like we had an empty Montgomery Ward at the mall, and they turned it into a giant like haunted house one year. But it was like the haunted it was like a 3-section haunted house thing, and we took turns working in each one like over the week or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of them was terrifying because it was just pitch black. They gave you flashlights to walk through.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
no
like
way.
that shit.
And we would just like stand in the corner, you know. It was scary.
That is scary.
But I mean, we had to sit there in the dark. We didn't have flashlights.
No?
It was crazy.
I don't remember I've built like haunted houses and like worked in them. It's just not my jam.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we did go to like a horror nights, like not recently, but like in the last couple of years, maybe before we opened the store, we went to a Hollywood,
We went to something.
Universal Horror.
Is that
Nights.
even worth it? Because
We didn't. I don't feel like we did any of the haunted houses.
But
did
didn't we do like didn't we do one where you had to get off the tram and walk through the plane crash thing and stuff?
Oh yeah.
I remember
the
that.
what? That's
Is the Universal Studios, the Halloween Horror Nights. But
It's like the studio tour. There was like a scary studio
and
tour.
you get off
or
the
something.
tram and you go up to the Bates Motel house, and like we did that a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
But like some of the haunted houses in there like are really scary, and I don't do them.
oh.
I did when I worked at Last Call with Carson Daly, I was able to clear Universal for Halloween Horror Nights, and I went and like toured them all because we were going to go shoot, and then we wanted to like take photos, and it's the artistry that goes into them is super cool. And then as I'm walking through and they're telling me about how every scare works, I was like, this just isn't for me. I don't like.
Yeah,
I got enough shit to be scared about every day.
You don't go to you strike me as a haunted house kind of lady.
I don't mind them. I think they're stupid.
Yeah,
It's just I feel like the last decent one I went through was whenever Walmart still did it in the garden section.
Oh,
Did y'all ever go through that?
No.
No.
Yeah, in my town,
The
Walmart,
hell?
they would do, I was like probably like, I don't know, 12. Walmart would close down the garden section and make it into a haunted house. And it was also free. You'd walk through and it's kind of scary. And it's so fun.
Well, we didn't have Walmart here in LA until they opened that one in Burbank.
Really?
Yeah. And that was only like 7-8 years ago.
Yeah,
Not
something
even
like
that, maybe. But before then, we didn't have Walmart in LA. You'd have to drive like 45
I don't think y'all
minutes.
should, or we should have Walmart in LA. You go in there, everything is locked up.
It's
Yeah.
awful.
It's basically
Even
a haunted
the one
house now.
here over in Burbank is like awful.
That's what I'm talking about. Everything's locked up.
Yeah.
If you want something, you have to like ring the
And
bell.
everyone
It's crazy.
acts like it's an inconvenience. It's
Yeah,
like,
and I'm like, don't. What do you mean? This is your job now. Open
Yeah.
the fuck like to get
Yeah.
a T-shirt out. you have to call someone.
You're buying T-shirts at Walmart?
I needed a work shirt. Fuck you.
We've gone to when we traveled for like Floribama Shore and Jersey Shore, we would always go to the Walmarts because like our hotel would always be next to a Walmart, and you'd have to go like get stock up on all your shit, you know, because we'd be there for like a month or two.
Yeah.
And so we would always go to the Walmarts. But the one in Panama City Beach that we went to a lot,
Yeah.
We got
was
to know that one pretty well.
insane.
I
'Cause
love going to Walmart's.
because that Walmart in PCB had like a airbrush station,
Hell
so you could
yeah.
get airbrush T-shirts. We got airbrush hats made.
That's
It
awesome.
was crazy.
The parking lot was insane.
Yeah, because you can camp in a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
That's
well,
a
I
whole-
think they changed that now.
Really?
You're
I
not
wouldn't
allowed
be
to.
surprised.
Can't
Yeah.
camp there no more.
Mm-mm.
Well, we like going just to see what kind of fucked up foods the Middle America's eating. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's like all kinds of like like weird like microwave shits, and like you can get Guy Fieri sauce there,
Yeah.
Flavortown sauce.
What did I just see? Like Doritos, deep fried Doritos mac and cheese
Hell
balls.
yeah,
and-
they got those there. Yeah, what
It's-
was that one
I
thing
don't see
that we
that anymore.
had?
It was a Velveeta mac and cheese ball, wasn't it?
Velveeta mac and cheese ball.
Fucking
was
so good.
amazing.
I'm sorry. If you get food from Walmart, you're gross.
Well, if
Like-
you're on the road for
Hey,
Floribama Shore,
If you're living in Florida,
yeah, you got to
I
be
mean,
in character if
that's
you're going to work on
Florida,
that
yeah,
shit.
but it's just that's scary. That
Yeah.
no.
I tell you, the hotel that we lived in Florida, that was gnarly.
Yeah, the first time we walked in, the carpet was wet. We're like,
Why?
why is this carpet wet? Because they had just cleaned it,
Ugh.
but it was gross.
They had just cleaned it, but our check-in was at like 10 p.m.
Yeah, it was gross. But the apartments were huge because they were like, it was a hotel, but it was like a timeshare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it was
just, like,
nasty,
stay in,
but it
yeah.
was like right across the street from. I'm pretty sure that place is gone from like a hurricane or
Probably.
something. But yeah, it was nice to go to that Walmart, and you could wear whatever the fuck you wanted.
I mean, you're in Florida. You can do whatever you
It was
want.
great. Yeah.
Florida is terrifying.
Yeah.
Right across from the parking lot was a Raising Cane's.
Oh, that's true. Wasn't it
And,
Raising Cane's? A Krystal Burger?
There was Krystal Burger and Raising Cane's like right over there.
Yeah.
Y'all know what crystals is?
Hell yeah.
Nobody knows what crystals is.
Crystals
yeah.
is way better than better than White Castle.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
And
Nobody
you-
gets that.
we would get the chicken sliders. They would have the chicken with the gravy.
Mhm.
You ever had
Yeah.
those?
No, like yes, crystals was like a big popular thing in my town, and
Yeah.
you know the food's gonna be good at crystals if you go in and they ain't got no teeth.
Truth.
Yeah.
Part of my like to-do list every time I go to Atlanta is
Yeah.
like get Krystal Burger.
You got to with
Yeah.
no onions because sometimes they have
You gotta
Just
put
get it with the
on there.
onions.
Yeah, you gotta get the onions
No,
on
no,
there.
no.
I mean, you're not going to feel good either way
No.
when
Wait
you're
a-
done with it.
Krystal Burger is so good, makes you shit. I think they have chicken wings there too.
Makes you shit.
Makes you shit.
And chili cheese fries. Yeah.
Anyway, this has
Yeah.
been Coral's Corner again. You're stupid.
Love
You're
it.
stupid. Now I just want Krystal Burger.
No, you don't.
I do.
Mm-mm.
I love Krystal. When we did Bad Girls Club Atlanta, we
Mhm.
got buckets and buckets of Krystal Burger because you could get 30 packs.
Yeah.
You know? And we would get I think we got 200 of them. And we
You
just
just-
ate all day long.
all day.
Follow up Krystal Burger story.
Yeah.
Second Krystal Burger story. There was another show that we were working. We stayed in this place called Serenbe in Atlanta. It was this fake town that they built, and it's scary. Like
It's
you
like
drive,
cult.
you drive into this fake town. It's all brand new.
It's
Okay.
a white cult.
Yeah, and there's this giant old American flag when you walk in, and you're like,
Okay.
"Uh-oh, this is scary."
It's like driving in to Get Out.
Yeah, it's real. Like, and all the houses are built to look like they're older, so it was all like colonial looking. Anyway, we were staying in this Serenbe town, and one night I sent Scott.
Mhm.
And I said, Scott, here's $100 bill. You go to Krystal Burger and you spend this entire $100 bill.
He did, didn't he?
And he did. And he came back and he had buckets of Krystal Burger. There was so much Krystal Burger, it was awful.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I'll get
We ate it
crystals
all.
whenever I go to Tennessee.
there you go.
I'll make sure I'll stop by there.
You gotta go to the Armored MMA and Krystal Burger.
I'll
You
see
know
if I
what's
can get
probably
you-
dope as hell?
what?
What?
Take some like sausage gravy
Mhm.
and take just a tray of Krystal Burgers,
Oh.
throw that on there, bake it for
Yeah.
like 10 minutes.
Well, no, there was a time when I was in Atlanta and they had a special chicken Krystal Burger that had gravy on the
I
burger.
know, but I'm
The
saying
fucking chicken slider. Yeah, they're chicken. mhm.
Stupid.
So
But
stupid.
turn it into a casserole is what I'm
Oof.
saying.
I'll just
Yeah.
bring y'all some back.
Just bring back like 30 of them for us. We'll put them in a casserole dish, like
Yeah.
Joe said, and we'll
Yeah.
make a little hot dish.
I wonder if I can just like seal it, like air
Like
seal
vacuum
it.
Hey,
seal
I
it?
Yeah.
mean, bitches transported crumble cookies from Los Angeles or from Hawaii to Australia.
That's true.
Who did?
Our friend Jen, who works at FTB, her parents are here. They're I saw them sealing up Portos, and she posted a story. They were like ziplocking Portos to take back to Boston.
Yeah.
Portos and crumble cookie are trash.
Whoa!
Whoa, we got
Those
a
are
hot
fighting
take.
words.
What?
On that note,
Holy shit.
on that note, we'll see you next week.
Shh.